Son of a... Welcome to this issue of Mad Murphy, where I take a few topics that are pissing me off and simply rant about them. I'm in no way an expert on any of these topics. These are simply my opinions based off of what I've seen, read, and heard. And if anything I have to say angers you, just get over it. If you wish to make a counterpoint on any of these topics, please feel free to email me with the WHP contact form at wellhey.com/contact, or simply add a comment to this video. I will not and absolutely refuse to address any idiot who wants to start a screaming match with me by starting off including an ending with insults. These are just my opinions, just as you are entitled to yours. So if you want my respect and have a mature debate, then you may want to start up with some respect as well. You ready? Let's dive right in. We've seen it before. A video, a blog post, a status update. It's raining insults, complaints, and bullshit. It'll list all the stuff that's wrong, what's broken, who's to blame, why it happened, who's going to pay, and how their life is totally ruined because of it. I've seen more the problem with type videos than I care to admit, simply because someone wanted my approval. Points are made and then beaten to death, but they all lack one vital element: a solution. When you complain about someone or something without proposing a solution of how one can better themselves or the situation can be improved, you're whining. You are offering no positive criticism, no open discussion, and no way to make improvements. You are simply showing to everyone that you offer little to no value on anything. And if we want to get shit done, make things better, you are not going to be considered as someone who can help. If you want to make any headway in this world, you just can't go around and say what's wrong. Anyone can do that. Hell, my 5-year-old can do that. He can say, that's not fair, just as you're saying, this guy sucks. Well, whoop-de-doo, so fucking what? Life's not fair. People are gonna suck. That's the nature of things. We want to know how to make it fair. We want to know how not to suck. Tearing someone or something down is not a difficult thing to do. In fact, it's one of the easiest things to do. So if you're going to rant for 15 minutes about how you feel violated and no one notices you and takes you seriously, you might want to look at how you're dealing with reality, or lack thereof. At least in my videos, I will attempt to offer a solution, an option, a way you may be able to better yourself or a situation. Am I saying I'm perfect? Fuck no. I can always do with some improvement, but if all you're going to do is toss around insults and thinking, hey, I'm a badass, look at me, then I'm sorry. You are a complete joke. Many people have come up to me and said, you know what would be awesome? Or, hey, I have a suggestion. And they're always cool about it, because they see that I'm a person and they treat me like a person and offer respect so that I will respect their opinion. Now, that doesn't mean that I like every suggestion that's been offered, so I politely and respectfully decline. Hey, I like where you're going with this, but it's just not my cup of tea. I do appreciate you thinking of this, though, and who knows, I may change my mind in the future. See, now what I did was I graciously declined, but still enforced that they had a good idea. Sometimes it'll be a horrible idea, and I will just say no thank you, but never, ever, 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 ever will I insult someone who's just stating their opinion in a respectful and mature way. I recently watched this one video that was a roller coaster from the get-go. This guy sucks, that girl sucks, this guy's a bitch, that girl's a cunt, this guy, whoa, total prick. Congratulations, you made it into the 4th grade. Anyone with a mouth can do that. The fact that this video has over 100 views is beyond me. But without true leadership, anyone with a loud enough voice is going to take the reins. After the initial blast of hate, it was on and on about how this sucks and how that sucks, and then more he sucks and she sucks and you suck and I suck. And it's not even the good kind of sucking going on. Come on, baby. Give me a little bit of sugar. If you read most of the comments on these Mad Murphy videos, they read, thank you for your insight, or wow, I never thought of it like that, or damn, you really helped. Not like Wackadoodle, who gets comments like, go suck a fuck, you rancid blue waffle, which is Kinda redundant, but who am I to criticize a blue waffle-laden insult? I want everyone to be able to better themselves, and the amount of acclaim and decent comments I'm getting on my videos and on Tumblr attest that I'm doing at least somewhat of a good thing. I at least have the common decency to offer a possible solution to the problem. Good God! If I just pointed out all the bad without showing a glimmer of hope, I would have killed myself years ago from the onset depression that I plagued upon myself from focusing on nothing but the absolute worst in everything I see. So you want to reach out, but more times than not, you are met with the onslaught of hate just by posing an opposite viewpoint. These are what we call bullies. Their main objective is to get an emotional response out of you, and if first they don't succeed, they will get worse and worse. Bullies do not know how to argue. They don't. Logic is their kryptonite, and they don't like it one bit. They will attempt to hit you harder, so they will bring you down to their playing level. This is actually quite helpful online because most, if not all of you, are going to watch this online and most likely have a social media account somewhere where you run into this kind of shit all the time. Tumblr. Sorry. There is no real way to diffuse their idiocy. You just have to ride out the storm. But if you stick to this cheat sheet, you will come out smelling like a rose. First, always stick to the issue, never the person. If you have an argument with someone, debate the issue. Do not attack your opponent's character. Say, for instance, if I start to take the upper hand in an argument and they immediately resort to, yeah, well, you got a small dick. What the fuck does that have to do with continuing federal funding for Planned Parenthood? Someone starts attacking my character, I usually fire back with, aw, you're so cute when you're angry. An emotional response, yes, but not the one they're looking for. The degradation of intelligent response will spiral out of control until it results in a drops mic. Okay, so now you're Eminem. Fine. You should have no problem funding Planned Parenthood all by yourself. Second, never attack your opponent's family and friends. I really shouldn't have to mention this one, but, well, wouldn't you know it? If you can't get a response out of attacking them, maybe you can get a response by attacking those closest to your opponent. Yes, let's attack your opponent's significant other, or child, or mother, or father, friends, or other relatives. That will get your point across. Well, that is true, you have made a point, but not the point you were trying to make. See, when you attack people that have nothing to do with the argument that you're in, it makes the point that you have nothing of value to input any further. The argument is over. I win. And it's even better when the offending party types their insults rather than says them, because then you have a permanent record that you can screenshot and frame on your wall. Third, take notes on everything that is said. You will need it. Most idiots simply want the upper hand, and they really don't care what they say as long as it's against what you say. Welcome to a term that I love. Self-contradiction. If you take notes and pay attention, this occurs early on. Point A is made on your behalf. Counterpoint A is made by douche nozzle. Point B is made by you. Counterpoint B is made by douche nozzle, but it immediately contradicts counterpoint A. You don't even need to hit point C because if you've taken notes, you can just point out how counterpoint A and counterpoint B contradict each other and watch their brain turn to jelly. Fourth, never swear unless absolutely necessary. Even though I curse a shit ton, I rarely if never use vulgarity when I argue or debate. Big words confuse Mongo. When I debate against an opponent, it is an extremely good tactic to use fairly large words. Mind you, they need to be valid. Just don't bust out your thesaurus and replace all your boring words with bigger extraneous words. That's just a rookie mistake. Instead, learn bigger words and adopt them to your everyday vocabulary. Then, when you need them to appear, you will have a variable potpourri of insightful and comprehending words to use in your hopefully expeditious altercation against your antagonizer. Of course, if you're still in high school, hopefully you should still have a debate team. Why not try out for them? Learn more fantastic and amazing techniques on how to overcome lowbrow bullies who only know how to deliver low blows like how red your hair is, or how you might be somebody's bitch. Bullies do not like intelligent opponents, because it doesn't take an intelligent opponent long to put a bully's brain into a stranglehold. If you stuck around this long, I want to thank you for letting me air out my grievances, and believe me, I got lots of them, so I'll just close out with the usual. It doesn't matter what your religion is. I think we can all believe that treat others as you wish to be treated is a pretty decent rule to live by. So why don't we all stop the fighting and just treat each other the way we would like to be treated? You can never have too much of a good thing. Unless it's beer, then drink responsibly. I look at all of my friends and fans as younger brothers and sisters. I am not yelling simply to yell. I just don't want you to make the same mistakes that I have. So if I go off on you individually, it's because I see you're about to hit that point where you're going to turn into me. And we can't have any more Murphys. The world can barely tolerate one. If you missed any of this Mad Murphy issue, the transcript will be posted on WellHey.com, so stop on by and enjoy the insanity. If you have a suggestion or topic you'd like to hear my opinion about, you can let me know in the comments or at wellhey.com/contact. As always, you can catch me and say hi on Tumblr and YouTube. This is Murphy 1976 of WellHey Productions, where we bring you colorful insanity to your drab, uneventful lives.